Hi, and welcome to another tutorial here on the Maekersuite YouTube channel. Today I want to talk to you about the charts that we have in our research reports and explorations, because we have 4 new graphs. And I want to tell you a little bit about those graphs and how to read them and how to make the most use out of them. The video recommendation network. That's basically, it looks super complicated, but when you know what you need to look for, it's actually quite useful. So what this does is, for your research report, where in this case we've analyzed 229 different videos that have been published by 154 different YouTube, we basically having 100 or 220 different dots. Each dot represents one video. And what you can see here is that in this network, there are certain videos that are more important than others. And these videos are the ones where the circle is bigger and where you see a lot of arrows going in and out of that node in that network. So why is that? What you see here is essentially how the YouTube works and how YouTube recommends content to users. So in this case, or in every case for the graph, that are the biggest and most interesting for users, because they either have gotten a lot of traction, so they have a really good click-through rate, or they overperform compared to other videos that those specific channels have published, or maybe because their engagement rate is really, really good. So when you are doing your research for your own content, what you should be doing is you should go to this graph and then you should look into the videos that have the biggest bubbles, and then you should click on them, and then you should go on the talking points. You could look at the watch time intensity, whatever you want to look at. And so for example, look at the key takeaways and then take those takeaways as like a building block for your own content piece. So this graph is extremely powerful. Always look for the big bubbles. The next graph basically shows you the different genres in this topic. So in this case, how to tell the best stories on YouTube. And then obviously you will have different YouTubers from different genres talking about storytelling. And then here with that, certain genres that work better than others. So for example, film is maybe a smaller niche than entertainment or comedy. So that's a little bit of useful information here. If you want to do a video about storytelling, maybe look at some of the bubbles or some of the genres on the right hand side. Then video views distribution over time. This is quite self-explanatory. This shows you a timeline and then shows you the publication date of all the 220 videos that have been popping up during this research. And then what you see is whether a topic is hot or not. So for example, if you see a lot of the videos being published maybe in 2018 or 2019 and not so many videos being published right now, this could mean that either it's time for a new video, or maybe it means that the topic is dead. This obviously with a topic like storytelling, which is very general, could be an evergreen topic even, but maybe with more political topics or news related topics, or maybe trends in fashion or food, you will find different clustering along the timeline. So always look out for the distribution and get some information here whether you're on the right path, finding a topic that is currently hot or not. And then the last one is the content distribution and the channel diversity. So this basically indicates how many videos have been published and by how many different channels those videos have been published. So for example, if you see that only a couple of channels have published a lot of videos about the specific topic, you see that maybe there's room for another channel to enter this area. If you see that there's quite an uneven distribution, you could argue that maybe it's already saturated. But you could also argue that if there's so many different people talking about this topic, maybe there's room for one more. So this is an interesting graph. I wouldn't take too much from it. I think the most important graphs are those 3. And that's how the charts work in our research reports. And if you have any questions, let us know in the comments.